Oh, yes. Awesome. Thank you so much. I just want to make sure that you can hear me. That's most important thing. All right. Glad to have you. Ilamaran from India. Awesome. All right. Great. All right. You can use the chat room. All right. Do introduce yourself. Just give us about 10 minutes. And then we will begin immediately. It has been a wonderful 2 months. Okay, we have already completed 2 months. Just imagine, right? I believe this year is the year of divine acceleration. Things are accelerating so fast. In 2 months, okay, it is like 2 years. You know, things has happened. And just look at the war with the situation, geopolitical, and so on, right? Things are happening so fast, okay? So we have 10 more months to go, all right? So that is, I think, a very, very important 10 months left. And I hope you have not wasted the first 2 months, okay? So we have 10 more months to go. If you have, if you have slowed down the past 2 months, I think you have to really get up again and move on, okay? Because we still have 10 more months to go. And don't stay with the 2 months, okay? 2 months is already fun. Past, okay? Some people, they love to stay with the past, okay? Don't stay in the past, okay? Time to move on. What happened yesterday is yesterday. That's why I always teach my traders. I told them that if you fail yesterday, forget about it and move on. Today is a new day, all right? This week is a new week, so forget about last week, all right? So these are important mindset of winners, okay? Winners never think about what has happened yesterday or before, right? They keep moving on, and they keep conquering new grounds. Okay, so that's the most important thing. All right, great to have you, Francis from Kuala Lumpur. Awesome, great. All right, do use the chat room. Introduce yourself if you are early. All right, so we're going to get started very soon. I believe that soon we're going to have most people coming on board. And you know that we have something unique here when we come on AMA session. We always give you an insight of the market. I think it's really important for you to understand what is really happening. And do you know that a lot of the people who are actually listening to these messages or to this presentation, and also, right, when I put up those presentation in the YouTube, those people, okay, they have a clarity of where the market is actually moving, what is happening. There are so many people don't really know what is going on. Now, the moment you are involved into crypto space, or the moment you are involved into trading, you need to know a lot of things. Okay, sometimes you may say that, oh, I only want to know about trading. It's not really about it. Sometimes you need to know about geopolitical. Sometimes you need to know about the economics. Sometimes you need to know what is happening in the world, because this can affect the price. Okay, the price of Bitcoin, the price of altcoin can fluctuate because of the economic situation, the political situation, and so on. Right, so that's the reason why it is important that you have some fundamental analysis. This is what we call fundamental insight, okay, into the market. Not really technical, okay, because if you ask me in crypto space, 80% of the price movement, okay, 80 to 90% is actually determined by the behavioral. All right, so when people hear news, example, what happened yesterday, right? So you can see that the Russian ruble actually crashed, okay, crashed by 30%. Just imagine that, right? And in that period of time, what do you think the Russians are going to do? They're going to hedge against the drop of that ruble, right? So what they're going to do, they're going to then convert whatever they have quickly into Bitcoin or into gold or whatever. Right, that's what we saw, right? And we saw an immediate increase of Bitcoin price just overnight, right? So this is already happening, right? This is already happening, but how long will this go on? Okay, because remember, right? Remember, if they convert their currency into Bitcoin, how long they're going to hold it? All right. So, and most of them will start to use their Bitcoin later on to actually spend it. All right. So this is where you're going to see huge fluctuation taking place. That's the reason why I want to make sure that our team really understand what is happening with the market, okay, with the macro perspective and also the micro perspective of the market. This is very, very important, right? Guys, if you are really blessed with this insights and information, it will be really, really glad to know that, okay? Put up in the chat room, okay, how blessed you are. If you're really blessed being part of JD Winner, JD10X, and what we are doing, is this really adding value, okay, to each and every one of you? we will really love to hear from you. Okay, so use the chat room, right? And later on, once the presentation is over, I'm going to open up for you to ask any questions. And most of the time, I know that once the presentation is over, people have the clarity, and most new people, especially the new people, right? They need to understand the scene strategy and so on. So once they understand, right, we have less questions pertaining to the scene strategy. Okay, so that's the reason why the format of the meeting is different, because I always do the presentation first, about 30 to 40 minutes, and then I will open up for the clarification or any kind of question later on. Okay, so please understand that. Okay, so that will be really awesome. Okay, so we have about 8 minutes, all right, 8 minutes. And thereafter, I'm going to basically move on with the presentation. I have few important things to show you, the important events that I want you to watch for the month of March. All right, this month is, I will say, this month is going to be a significant month. And I also would like to say probably this month will be, the bridge to something that is great. Okay, so especially the crypto part of it. Okay, because this month I will say is a redefining month for Bitcoin. It's a redefining month for a lot of coins. Okay, so please take note of that. If we can actually break this month, I believe we're going to see some smooth sail in the month of April. But if this month, okay, things are not really not really smooth, we're going to see Bitcoin price and a lot of the commodity price, okay, start to begin to struggle. All right, because please understand, with what is really happening at this moment, geopolitical uncertainty, a lot of things are just going haywire. Okay, people are now becoming very, very insecure. All right, people are becoming insecure, and you know, okay, when people are insecure, their behavior will be affected. All right, behaviors will be affected. So this is, I think, is an important aspect that most of us need to really understand. Okay, so this is the reason why I want to be able to make a clear presentation, because this is something like a warning. It's also basically to prepare you ahead of time, okay, so that you can plan ahead of time and get ready what you really want to do. Okay, so if you are going to do scene strategy, please wait for the recommendation. We got recommendation that we will actually show you what to do. Many people who follow the recommendation, they are doing well, and those who didn't follow, they just go in blindly. All right, they are suffering, okay, of the floating losses. All right, so it's important for you to understand some of these aspects, because you can be in control of the scene strategy, right? So this is important. So just give me about 5 minutes, okay, and then we will begin. So if you are here today, we'll be glad. Okay, do use the chat room, introduce yourself, which country are you representing, so that I really know who am I talking to, you know. And this is also a fantastic time for you to interact, to get to know me and my team, okay, especially the admins. They are here today. All right, so it will be really awesome for you to get to know who are the people, real people. All right, real people. Okay, you can touch my flash, although you can't do it physically, but you can do it virtually. Okay, all right, so you can see the real people behind JD10X and also JDWINNER. All right, and also we have JD100X, which is our leverage trading. All right, so I think this is important. Okay, transparency is important. At least you know who we are, how we talk, what we do, whether we know the market. I think all these are very, very important factor for you to consider to become part of any circles. Okay, so this is I think crucial, right? So please take note of that. All right, let's just give about 4 minutes, and then I will then proceed. All right, awesome. Wow, that's good to hear, right? So yep, I think it's just because market is really going up uncontrollably, okay, at this moment. So you might be able to actually see better result these few days, especially those of you who actually seek much earlier. All right, and I really hope, okay, that Bitcoin can actually get back, recover back above 50,000. It's going to be a huge hurdle, but it's not impossible. Okay, it's not impossible. Bitcoin always do that, and Bitcoin doesn't care. Okay, doesn't care whether it is a cyber attack or whether it is a whether it is a war. Bitcoin actually doesn't care, right? So this is what is really happening, and I think for many people, right, probably you are really new into crypto. I've been in crypto since 2014, so I have seen a lot. Okay, so I'm not really moved with the fluctuation of the Bitcoin price, because when I started, Bitcoin was only $300. All right, so I remember I bought few hundred Bitcoin at that point of time, and then easily, okay, you can become a millionaire just by able to catch that price of Bitcoin at that moment of time. And people ask me, is this too late for me to get involved? Let me tell you something, guys. This is the beginning of the beginning. All right, so if you think it is too late, let me tell you something. Do whatever possible to own as much Bitcoin you can. All right, that's the most important thing. All right, because more and more Bitcoin is going into the hand of the institution. Please understand that. The retail players are selling. Even today, many people are selling Bitcoin. Please understand. All right. So, this is, I think, is normal scenario in this market, and the media, okay, is trying to do everything possible, okay, to create what we call FUD, F-U-D. Okay, F-U-D is fear, uncertainty, and doubts. Okay, and today, right, with the situation going on, people have fear, they have doubt, and they worry that if they hold Bitcoin, Bitcoin will go to zero. Right? They worry. Okay, let me tell you something. Because of the economics of Bitcoin, there is no way Bitcoin can go to zero. All right. And if Bitcoin is going to go to zero, why would MicroStrategy, why would Tesla, why would all these, okay, big billionaires are holding Bitcoin? Please understand that. All right. So, but the fear, okay, the fear is there, and that is the reason why the newbies, okay, the newbies who came in last year and this year, 2020, 2021, those who came in, they are very new. These are the people always get affected, right? They get affected. These are the people who are selling their Bitcoin, right? So please understand. Now what is really happening now? Price is going up. Am I right? Suddenly, right? 12%. Price went up by about 12% suddenly overnight. So what is happening now? This is what we call FOMO, fear of missing out. Now people have another psychology that price is going to go up back to 60,000 and they need to buy. So what is going to happen now? There's going to be more demand, right? There's going to be more demand, and people is going to keep buying Bitcoin. So what is going to happen to the price? The price of Bitcoin is going to continue to escalate. All right. Now, these are the actual scenario of what is really happening in the market. All right. So it is either driven by FUD, where people go and sell it, or it is driven by FOMO, fear of missing out, where people now go and buy and begin to stack up more and more Bitcoin. Right. So this is what is happening. So everything goes back to psychology, right? So these are basically just behavior. Can you see that? The behavior of the human. So the only way to control the behavior, whether you want more people to sell or whether you want more people to hold, is the narrative of the news. All right. So be very careful what you listen, because news are one of the powerful way to create narrative and to change and to actually alter your subconscious mind. So the moment, okay, the news are being broadcasted, or the certain words are there, what happened to your subconscious mind? Your subconscious mind will start to accept it until one day your conscious mind will accept your subconscious mind, and then you will start to take action. All right. So that's how things happen. So that's the reason why watch the two gate. Okay, the two gate is your eyes. Okay, the gate of your eyes and the gate of your ear. All right, these are the only two gates that can alter your mind. Right, so that can alter the knowledge, informations, and so on. Okay, so this is the reason why. Okay, so I hope you understand that. Okay, so it actually going back to the behavioral of human themselves, because it is the human who is actually the hodlers, right? Hodlers mean these are hold on dear life. Okay, hold on for dear life. So that's why if you're holding Bitcoin, we call you as a hodlers. Hodl. Okay, hodl. Right. So please understand that. All right, great, great to have you, Tiru Murthy from India. Awesome, great. Okay, great, guys. I think we are good. Are we great? Is every one of you are doing well there? Are you ready for us to proceed? If you are ready, probably you can put up something there in the chat room, and let's just move on today. Yeah, I'm just actually seeing. I hope everyone is hearing me. Okay, or am I just talking to myself? Okay, great. All right, I'm just actually reading the chat. It seems like everybody is so tuned into what I'm saying that they are not really interacting with me. Okay, all right, please feel free. Okay, please feel free to interact. Please feel free to write certain things in the chat room if you find that the information that is being shared is relevant, is adding significant value to you. Please feel free, okay, put some compliments there and so on. I think that will be really awesome, okay? And you don't know how much you are encouraging me and my team actually, okay, just by actually reading those words and so on, okay? All right, if you have any other questions about scene strategy, just wait, okay? Just wait until the presentation is over. Then you will be able to actually understand the whole thing, and probably then you will decide, this question is already answered, okay? I don't have to really ask for it, okay? All right, now, everyone is great. I'm excited today, right? I'm always excited when come to Wednesday. When come to Tuesday, I look forward for Tuesdays because you don't know how much, okay, how much passion, how much, you know, excitement I have just to be able to get ready for the whole week, watching the market, understanding what is going on, you know, and putting this information so that every one of you can get much better or greater insights into what is going to happen. Okay, so let's proceed. Okay, let me just share my screen and then let's just proceed. Okay, great. Okay, first of all, I would like to really say thank you so much. You know, truly appreciate each and every one of you for making the effort, okay, to come on board. As I mentioned, right, we had a fantastic, I would say we had a fantastic January and February, right? And today, I love this month. I call this as an amazing March because I believe something powerful is going to really happen, okay? And I also believe this is a redefining month for the crypto market, okay, because of some important events that is taking place this month, all right? So you have to watch this month. This month will determine where we're going to see the crypto market heading, all right? And it is going to be a very, very crucial and important month, and I'm going to share with you some of those insights so that you can watch out for this information, okay, and these insights are in the market and get ready for it, okay? Very, very important month. So let's just move on, okay? Now, the first thing first is that let me just quickly share with you, okay, the macro and the micro hypothesis, okay? I will always use the word hypothesis. Remember, there is nothing perfect. All right, hypothesis means is an educated guesses. All right, so when I did my doctorate, okay, one of the most important word that we need to know is hypothesis, because everything that you do, either when you do masters or you do your doctorate, right, everything is basically an hypothesis. There is nothing that you can conclude and say this is it. There is no way. All right, so please understand that. So this is how I look at things, the macro aspects of it, the micro aspects of it, and how we're going to connect this perspective so that we are clear. So when I share with you certain information, please understand, all right? You have to be wise enough which one you want to pick, which one you don't want to pick, because these are educated guesses. Now, educated guesses has to be okay, justified with data. This is very important. So you cannot make you cannot make a guesses. If you are just doing guesses, it's fine. But if you are doing an educated guesses, it has to be substantial, okay, with data. That is the most important thing, all right? So now let's look into a few important things. Now, first of all is the key events. Okay, this is March 2022. There are some important key events I need you to look out for. These are very, very important key events, right? Now, the first key event is the US Consumer Price Index, which is the CPI data. All right, this will be due in March 10, okay, which is just about 9 days more. Now, please understand, okay, you might be saying that what is this has to do with the crypto? Now, please understand, anything happen to CPI, okay, it will actually affect the price of Bitcoin. Okay, so please take note of that. So when you talk about CPI, for example, if the CPI, we got many CPI. Okay, let me just see if I can share with you some of those information. Okay, you can actually refer to this later on. Okay, later on you can refer to this information. Okay, so these are basically the US Consumer Price Index data. All right, so you can get into this website and you can go and check it out. Now, when we talk about the CPI, we're talking about labor, trade, government, market. There are so many different things. But what we are really looking at is the CPI, okay? What is the Consumer Price Index? Is the price index moving upward or is the price index going downward? All right. Now, there is always a decorrelation. If the price index is moving upward, you start to see Bitcoin price coming down. When the price of Bitcoin starts, when the CPI is, so there is always a correlation or decorrelation. So that's the reason why you have to watch. Okay. Now, please understand, a lot of this data in the market continuously change in terms of the correlation of the market itself. I remember years back, before 2020, the stock market and Bitcoin price was actually decorrelated. There is no correlation between these two markets. But slowly then, by 2021 up to today, now you can see that Bitcoin, okay, is actually part of the asset class already because it is correlated. So anything happen to the stock market, talk about NASDAQ, talk about the S&P 500 and so on, right? Bitcoin price also actually correlate and going up. So if you don't believe, look into the NASDAQ price. As NASDAQ is going up, Bitcoin is also going up. All right. So these are correlations. So it is very important for you to watch what is really happening because as times pass by, things are changing. And let me tell you something, okay? Things changes very, very drastically when come to the crypto market. It is too dynamic. All right. It is just too dynamic. Please take note of this information. Now, the second thing, okay, the second thing that you need to really watch is the Fed, right? The Fed. Now, please understand, okay, the Fed is going to raise the interest rate. Whether they're going to raise or not, this is the biggest question because of the geopolitical situation and because of the sanction now taking place for Russia, a lot of things are going to change. Now, what I want you to understand is when is Fed is going to raise the interest rate. Now, the date is on the 16th of March. All right, so please take note. So you can go to investing.com, all right, and you can actually find this solid information there. All right. Now, okay, if you look over here, right, so you can see the percentage here, okay, 85.7% are saying or agreeing that there's going to be a change, okay, from what is the point basis over here of the interest rate hike. Now, this is very important because we also want to understand the correlation. If the interest rate goes up, will that affect Bitcoin price or Bitcoin price remain unchanged and Bitcoin price follows the interest rate? All right. Now, all this thing has to be justified. All right. All this thing has to be justified. So now if we go back, okay, if we go back again, okay, later I'm going to show to you the trading view, okay, so that you can understand the correlation of it, so that we can learn these things together. Okay, this is very important. Now, the other thing that I really want you to be very careful, okay, let me just get back to my slide. So the first thing is the US Consumer Price Index, the first thing. The second thing will be the Fed interest rate hike. That is in March 16. So you have one on the 10th, you have one on the 16th. Now the 16th will be very critical because this will alter or not the price of Bitcoin and it will redefine back the crypto market. And remember, guys, at this moment, okay, at this moment, the Fed is doing tapering. Now, a lot of the interest rate hike that happened many years back, okay, or months back, doesn't really affect Bitcoin because there was no tapering. there was only quantitative easing, which means they keep actually printing more money. But now the Federal Reserve is going to stop printing money and they're going to do tapering where they're going to buy back the bonds. Now, this is going to be a completely different scenario that you have to watch. All right. So now you might be asking, what is tapering? Okay, don't worry, guys. All these words are important words. That's why I'm actually saying it aloud so that you can write down this word and go back and do your own due diligence and some research on that so that you can then understand what is this all about. Okay, please understand, because in quantitative easing, okay, the Fed will actually give out bonds, okay, because they want more money, right? They want more money. But when it comes to tapering, it's completely different. Now they're going to control, so they're not going to print more money. So if the Fed starts to stop printing more money, that simply means they're going to control the hyperinflation. Remember, inflation already 7.5%, the worst in 40 years. All right, so if they control the inflation, then what is going to happen to Bitcoin? Remember, Bitcoin always opposite of that. All right, so this is something that everyone needs to watch. That's why I am not really excited about the Bitcoin price going up now, because I believe something more greater coming later on, okay, which is just about 2 weeks from now. All right, now, please understand, the effect will take place 1 or 2 weeks before the interest rate hike and after the interest rate hike. All right, so you have to watch this timing, okay, very important. Now, the other thing is unprecedented. This is unprecedented, guys. We never expected that this will happen. Am I right? The geopolitical tension, the war that actually broke out between Russia and Ukraine, this is something no one expected that it will happen in 2022. So now, what has happened? What is the implication of all these things, right? We know that Russia been sanctioned, right? This is going to further worsen the global economy. Now, what you are seeing just few days, guys, just wait for a few more weeks. I think things are going to get worse and worse. All right, watch what is happening round about you, because this implication of the sanction is going to affect every aspect of political, economic, businesses. Oh, I can imagine the gigantic, the humongous impact to the economy of the world because of this sanction. So now please understand, the United States, the European Union, the United Kingdom and Canada banned certain Russian banks from Swiss on Saturday. The high security network that facilitates payment among 11,000 financial institutions in 200 countries has already been banned. All right, so now just imagine, right, what is really going on here? And you might be asking, what is the implication to Russia? That is 630 billion in foreign reserve. Accessibility is limited from the reach of the Russian president. Can you just imagine the implication of this, right? Now, not only that, and because of this sanction, all right, we saw ruble fell 30% against the dollar on Monday. This is the biggest hit in the history. Now, if I will show you, right, probably you may be saying, wow, this numbers, how big is this number? Let's go here. Now, look at that. This is Russian dollar, okay? Russian ruble against US dollar. Can you just imagine that? The dollar just actually dropped, okay? Just floated down all the way, all right? And just imagine. Now, look at it. If you have your currency as a saving in the bank, and overnight, the currency of your country just dropped like crazy, do you know that billionaires now probably become millionaires? Millionaires now probably already no longer millionaires status. Do you know what is the implication to the people there in Russia? I couldn't imagine. Overnight, you can actually live in poverty. Overnight, my friend. All right. So this is the greatest fear now that is taking place outside there. I don't know how you feel it. Okay, but I pray, okay, I pray that you will understand the implication of this. This is huge, okay? Now, if you are really blessed with this information, please, okay, put some compliment there, put something in the chat room. Is this information that we are not getting from anywhere else? And this is important for our team to understand, especially if you are part of JD10X and JDWINNER. Okay, I want you to know, because then you are prepared. You can be prepared for what is going to happen. Okay, please understand that. So now this is just going to create more and more havoc. Right now, if you look into the Bitcoin price, okay, now this sanction probably has led to the Russian actually converting their ruble quickly into Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is a hedge against the weakening, okay, or the crash of the currency of countries. And we have seen this all the time. Now, if you look, right, Russians are paying up to 20,000 above the market rate to buy Bitcoin. So now, can you imagine what is really happening with Bitcoin at this moment? So these are the reasons behind what is really taking place. And I want you to understand. Now, please understand, all right? Please understand. At this moment, there is an outflow, okay? We call this as a money flow from the ruble into Bitcoin. All right, now, let me tell you something. How long do you think Russians will hold Bitcoin? Are they not going to spend it? Some are going to hold it. Some are going to spend it. Now, the more people start to spend later on, what is going to happen to the price of Bitcoin? All right. So I want you to be able to understand the two aspects of it. One, we have the money flow, whereby ruble change into Bitcoin. Then we're going to have the inflow and the outflow. All right. And then people are going to change back the Bitcoin into ruble. Am I right? Because they still need to use ruble after all, or probably they have to then adopt US dollar or something like that. But it is going to be a very, very complicated situation here. Okay, so I hope you understand. So these are the three major events that I want you to watch this month. And that is the reason why I've been keep telling you, right, that this is going to be a redefining month for the crypto space itself, especially Bitcoin. So now, if Bitcoin is able to withstand this, that is it. That is it. Okay, we're going to have a smooth sailing April. If Bitcoin couldn't withstand this, we could actually see a much greater downtrend coming for Bitcoin. Okay, so please take note of this. So I am closely watching on the Fed interest rate. Whether Fed is going to make a decision or not, we don't know because of the geopolitical tensions and so on. But watch for 16 March, okay, because this is going to be very, very important. All right, now. So that is basically just to give you an overall macro perspective, all right, of the situation, what is really happening with the crypto market. I hope you are blessed with that insight. All right, now I want to quickly move into our Scene Strategy monthly results. All right, so we always do this at the end of the month just to give you an idea what is really happening with Scene Strategy results. So every single month, and thereafter we will put up this information into the circle. So if you have the board, okay, you can go to JD10X or JDWINNER and you will be able to see this information being updated every single day, okay? So at this moment, we got results for 2 months, right? For 2022, we got January and February, okay? This 2 months result. Some people were asking for last year. Last year is already ended. So we don't want to talk about last year. Let's move on because this year is completely different than last year, right? So we have 2 months data at this moment. Okay, so please understand. Now, before I move on, I want to make sure that the earning disclaimers are clear because this is where people start to get confused and they say that, oh, because Dr. John is able to do that, why am I not getting the same result? All right, so that's the reason why we have to give you a clear earning disclaimer before we proceed with the results here, okay? This is important. Number one, all right, number one, okay? Please understand, okay, results or profit may vary from one user to another due to following factors or variables. The first variable is the number of coins, okay? So please understand, most people who do the Scene Strategy, you have a different number of coins. Am I right? So if you have 1 coin, your result will be different than those who have 10 coins. All right. So it will be different unless you hit the maximum margin call and all your coins are below the drawdown. Okay, below the drawdown, then you have to wait. All right, please understand that. Number two, okay, not only the number of coin, but also the types of coin. So for example, right, you can have two person who sing at the same time, okay? It can be a brother, okay, or sister, whoever it is, right? They can be a friend who sing at the same time and same number of coin, but they can have two different results because the types of coins. Am I right? So please understand that. So because, okay, please understand, JD Winner, JD10X provide 30 coins for Binance and 30 coin for Huobi. Now, out of that 30 coin, we don't know what is the types of coin that the bot is going to select for you. We don't know. So that is decided by the bot based on the algorithm that has been built into the bot. Okay, so the bot will read the volume, the prices, and so on. Then the bot will select from that 30 coins. Okay, so please understand. So that's the reason why even if you sing at the same time, you have to still need to compare what is the type of coin. Like for example, right? I just heard someone mentioning BTC ST. Okay, and another coin, okay, was actually doing very well, and they have about 10% profit. Now, some of you may not have that coin, all right? So you may not actually experience the same profit as that person, okay? Can you understand me? This is important insight, okay? Now, the third one, market volatility for each coin varies, okay? So please understand. So that's the reason why different type of coin may have different behavior because of the market volatility for those coins, all right? Fourth, timing of the sync strategy. Now, this is important. Now, some of you sing when Bitcoin price at 60,000. Some of you sing when Bitcoin price was at 50,000. Some of you sing now when Bitcoin price it is around 43,000. And some of you sing when Bitcoin price was at about 33,000. So definitely the one who sing at the all-time low is going to experience a much greater result of profit compared to those who sing at the all-time high, because that person now will be in the terrible floating losses. Am I right? Can you see that? So that is the reason why, okay, the timing of sing is so crucial. All right, so crucial. And also, if you follow our recommendation, example, don't go in 100%. So you can break down the number of coin based on the situation of the market, okay, which we will cover that very, very shortly. Number 5, intervention of human altering the SYN parameter without authorization. Now, if you alter, you are on your own, okay, you can't be blaming the SYN strategy anymore. All right, so we have people who alter, they go and change the parameter because they are not happy with the parameter. Let me tell you something. What is the point of doing a SYN strategy, okay, when you don't want to follow the SYN strategy parameter, right? It's better you just do a manual trading your own. All right, so please understand. So that's why we always remind people, do not alter, because that is going to affect the SYN profitability. Now, not abiding to SYN strategy requirement as stated in the coin selection matrix. So we already mentioned, for you, with this trading fund, you have number of coins and the first order amount. Okay, so it is important that they abide by this. Some people, they never abide. So we say 155, they say never mind lah, even $10 is okay. And then when the market goes down, they are now in floating for years or for months because they did not abide by the requirement of the SYN strategy. Okay, now this is very important. Okay, that's why I highlighted in yellow bold. Why? This is very important. Okay, now it's advisable for SYN users to compare results between users instead of SYN owners' result, because SYN owner actively trading and frequently swapping coins while continuously monitoring and analyzing the market. So now, when I show you, right, example, JD10X February result. Now, in your mind, you say, wow, I don't have this result. Absolutely, because of number 7. So this is important for you to understand. Now, please understand, okay, if I don't swap the coin, every one of us will be in floating loss. Okay, it doesn't happen here because I know when to get out from that coin. So when the coin reaches probably about 10% profit, when I see green 10%, I will remove those coins in profit. I will never stay there in the market. Can you understand me? Because if I don't do that, many of us will be in the biggest floating loss, in the worst situation, right? So that's the reason why, as a sync owner, the responsibility on us is greater, because we have to keep watching the coin and keep swapping the coin. So I started to do this, okay, more actively this year. So those of you who started 2001, no choice, okay, because at that time we just follow what the system provides us. But when we start to understand more and more, we start to be in control of the sync strategy. That's the reason why you may even see me sometimes. Some people will say, I got 30 coins. Why am I only running 15 at this moment? Because I'm only running 50. I didn't go for full capacity. Can you understand why? Because of the market situation, right? So please understand. So don't compare the result, okay, apple to apple, and say, and because Dr. John can do it, why is it I'm not seeing the result? Because you are not trading like me. Okay, so please understand that. So the best way for you to compare is with another user. And even that, you need to ask the user what is the types of coins they have. So just because you got 5 coins, he got 5 coins, doesn't mean you both will have the same result. Can you understand me? Because the types of coins can even give you a different result. Okay, so I hope I'm really helping you guys to understand this. Okay, because these are important subject for everyone to understand, or else you will misinterpret and think that because I'm doing sync strategy, I'm going to become a millionaire tomorrow. It doesn't happen in that way. All right, please understand that. Now, the other thing is that trading on the global crypto market is risky. No past result can guarantee future profit in any type of real trading. Okay, so if you will read our disclaimer, it is very clear. We have already told you. That's why when people come in and they say that I'm going to put $1,000, can you promise me a certain return? Sorry, guys, we don't do that. This is not a fixed ROI program. So if you really want a fixed income, please go and join other portfolio. Royal Q doesn't give you a fixed return. Let me repeat that once again. Royal Q quantitative trading doesn't give you a fixed return. Why? Because we are trading in the real market. This is not a hype. This is not a Ponzi scheme. If you want a fixed return, please don't put your money here in quantitative trading. I hope I'm making it clear. All right, let's be straightforward here, guys, because no point to give a false information to anyone and then they come in and expecting and they never get it. They get frustrated. I don't want any one of you to get frustrated. Okay, please understand that. Now, our results are calculated purely based on ROI, return on investment or capital. Please understand that. Okay, now which is the most appropriate method instead of ROE? Okay, so we don't use ROE, okay, because ROE means you are calculating, example, profit against the amount traded. ROI means profit against the capital. So if my capital is $10,000, I use $10,000. Whatever the profit, I divide by $10,000. All right, but some people, they divide by maybe $5,000 because only $5,000 was used for the trading at that point of time or for that day. So if you go and check the ROI, they may claim that you get a greater results. But then when you go and study and find out, it is not based on ROI. Okay, so please understand. So because ROE can be manipulated. ROE can be manipulated, but ROI you can't. So example, if you know that for 10 coins, you need how much the capital. So we go against the capital. All right, so please understand that. Okay, so this is important because this is where anyone can manipulate the numbers here if they use the ROE instead of ROI. Okay, please understand. Now, we never promise or guarantee any fixed return since we are trading in the real market. So please take note of that. And kindly read the disclaimer, okay, furnished in the pinned messages and sync at your risk. Okay, this is important. So if you are in our Telegram group, please, okay, please make sure when you receive a welcome message, tap the link and read the link, because in that link, you will find the disclaimers. You will find all the information you need. Now, we have people who don't bother about reading. And then when they go through problem, they start to come and feeling dissatisfied with it. And then when we ask them, did you watch the video? Oh, which video? It's just the lack of responsibility. Come on, if you are investor, you must take interest into what you are investing. All right, find out everything first. Don't rush into it. If you need 1 day to go through all the information, take 1 day and go through, guys, because this is your money. All right, please understand. And the other thing, I always tell the team, right? Sing at your own risk. There is no obligation. If you feel this is not, okay, JD Winner, JD10X is not for you, please, okay, by all means, find other circles that you really find suitable for you, okay? Because every one of you are users, right? Customers. So you decide what you really want to do. Okay, so I hope you really understand. Come on, guys. Is it okay for me to speak like this? Are you all right if I'm being straightforward here? Okay, now this is important. That's why I'm highlighting here on the earning disclaimer, because this is where most of the confusion is, because everybody is thinking that they're going to make a fixed return every day 1%, and that is it. All right, and they're going to just have a fantastic time. Okay, now it doesn't happen in that way. Okay, so please understand that. So first thing, okay, is a JD Winner. All right, this is a JD Winner February results. So for the February result, if you look, we have a detailed table here. All right, in the detailed table, you can also see, okay, that I have also disabled sync for a few days. So everything is recorded clearly there. All right, everything is recorded. You can counter check with the actual results here, okay, which is actually screenshot directly from the board. All right. Now this summary table is very important. All right, very important. All right. From here you'll be able to see the number of days, the total ROI, the total ROI, average daily ROI, minimum ever, okay, 0.25, and the maximum is 1.25. Average capital I use is 8,100, and from this 8,100 at 14.16, the revenue is $1,146. Now, since users income, this is very important. All right. Now, you shouldn't look at the revenue that I get. You should look at the user's income, because this is how much the SYN strategy users has actually made for the month of February. And please understand, this information you can counter check with Royal Q. It's not something that we put it there, okay? You can counter check from Royal Q, all right? So the SYN user have made so far $72,300 for the month of February. Congratulations to every one of you who synced with JD Winner. All right. Now you might be saying, I didn't make that. Yes, absolutely. If you are on the floating loss, some of you will not be able to see that. But those people who are not in the floating loss, they are still trading, they'll be able to see that. Okay. Now total SYN users as of today, okay, as of end of February, is about 10,888 users, okay, globally. All right. And if you look into this, is I think a very important KPI, income rate for users is about $6.64. All right. So this is just for JD Winner. Okay, just to give you an insight here. And then if you look into the comparison for the month of January, okay, the month of January, the ROI, okay, is about 19.16%. But for February is 14, because you know February is one of the worst months, okay, we had ever experienced when it comes to the crypto market itself. And definitely that actually correlate well with the result too. Okay, so please understand. So this is just to give you a comparison and also an idea of the real result for JD Winner. Now let's move on to JD10X. Now for JD10X, okay, you can see we have quite a similar, okay, concept here, because whenever I disable the sync, I will disable for both. Okay, but I think February will be the last month that we will disable, because we have already introduced the recommendation, right? So the SYN strategy recommendation. So we would actually leave that, okay, to the users to decide when they want to disable, when they want to enable, and so on. Okay, so I will explain that clearly a little bit more shortly, right? So if you look into JD10X, okay, it is about 12.38%, all right, compared to JD Winner. All right. Now, please understand, this is also depend, okay, on the number of coins, and it is also depend on the capital itself, right, that we are running. But if you look into the revenue, definitely the revenue is much greater because the capital is much higher. Okay, so 18,000. My average capital is 18,000. Okay, to be able to hit 2,228. Now, Sync users income, I will say, right? Can you just imagine that with just 675 Sync users, the income of the Sync users are already close to 10,000 members as JD winner. I think you should give an applause for JD10X. So that simply means, okay, those who are Sync strategy with JD10X are making at least $100 per users. Can you see that? $100 per users in terms of the income rate itself. So this is awesome. So that's the reason why, okay, we encourage many people, right? We always encourage you. We show you the difference between JD winner and JD10X. And we encourage more people to go into JD10X. Why? Because the 30 margin call. That's the reason why, though, the greater the drawdown, definitely your profit will be much greater compared to the shorter drawdown. Okay, please understand that. So now if you look into the comparison, okay, for January and February, you can see that's a huge difference, right? January is about 20% and February is about 12%. All right. Now that is justifiable, right? Because of the market situation. So we hope to see a much greater result, or probably recovery in the month of March. If Bitcoin price continue in this momentum, and if this price continue to go up, we're going to see a much greater result, because you must understand there is so many accounts that are already floating, right? They are just waiting to hit the 29 margin call, 25 margin call. So the more they start to hit, the more profit is going to come in, all right? Because so all these floatings are just waiting. It's not a real loss yet. It's just an unrealized loss, just waiting for market to rebound, okay? So please understand, and a lot of this in the sub-bid have huge amount there. Some of it $100, some of it $50, some of it $200. Can you just imagine? So when Bitcoin price rebound and the alternate coins start to rebound, you're going to see a much greater profit. Okay, so these are important insights that you need to understand. So don't feel discouraged. Oh, I'm in the floating loss and I'm not seeing. Probably it's not it probably is not your time yet. Okay, but probably soon you're going to see everything start to rebound, and then you start to going to rejoice. And that is going to be worth of waiting, right? You waited for 1 week, some of you 2 months, some of you 1 month. You waited and waited, and finally it hit and you took all the profit. Wow, congratulations. Okay, so this is how it works. Okay, this is how the martingale strategy, the quantitative trading actually works, right? So I hope you understand that. Now, let me just quickly go through the unique propositions of JD winner, JD10X. This is important. If you are new, okay, if you are new, you have not seen strategy yet, or if you already sync and you now want to find out what is the unique proposition, what is the difference between these two sync strategy, okay? And also I'm going to share with you important recommendation that we do every week to help you to understand how you can be in full control, okay, of the sync strategy, okay? These are important. All right, now let's just look quickly into the unique proposition, the comparison between JD winner and JD10X. Now, the first thing is that please understand both of these. Okay, the professional edition is on, and make sure you do that before you sync strategy. Now, some of you may, oh, I forgot that. Don't worry about it. Just go back to your board and on the professional edition. Okay, don't worry too much about, oh, I don't have a professional edition coin and he has it. Don't worry too much about it. Okay, so when the bot decides to open up for you, it will open up. Okay, so don't worry. And sometimes I don't even actually choose professional edition coins. Okay, I would prefer to use more of the general coins instead of the professional edition coin, because I'm looking at the volatility of the market. Okay, remember, we only make money when there is volatility. We love volatility, right? And volatility are huge opportunity for making money, right? Please understand. Number two, all right, you can see the difference here. Sync opening double for JD winner is off, but sync opening double for JD10X is actually on. Please take note, okay? Now, this is important, especially when the market is moving upward. And if you are at warehouse 1, 2, 3, 4, and if you open the sync opening double, you're going to actually double up your profit. All right. So that's the difference between JD10X and JD winner. Now for both of these, okay, we are using sub-bin mode, which is the real-time settlement. Okay, please understand. So we are using a sub-bin mode. We are not using a whole warehouse mode. Okay, we are using a sub-bin mode. So if you look into it, 1 to 4 is a whole warehouse mode, and then once it get into 5, 6, 7, all the way, right? All these are sub-bin mode. Right? Shortly, I will explain to you the difference between how does the sub-bin mode actually works. Okay, just stay true with me. Now, margin call for JD Winner is 13. Can you see that? And if you compare with JD10X, it's 30. That's why the JD10X are making probably more profit, because they can actually have a much greater, much deeper drawdown. Right? But if you compare with JD Winner 13. So that simply means, okay, JD Winner is not really designed for a deep crash, okay, or for a deep correction. It's only designed for 13th drawdown. That's all. Because JD Winner is designed more for the bullish market. So that's the reason why if you sing now, you might actually see a better result with JD Winner, because it is actually designed for the bullish market. Please understand that, okay? Now, margin call for JD Winner is 25 to about 30%, and we continuously watching the market and improvising the percentage. But if you look into JD10X, it's 50 to 60% range. Okay, so that's the range we are playing. So in that simply means, right, if the market drops all the way, right, you still have a drawdown of 30 call all the way about 50 to 60%. Okay, please understand that. Now, since strategy per coin for JD Winner is 155. Okay, so your maximum drawdown coverage protection in bearish market is 155. Now, please don't shortcut of this. Okay, some people say, never mind, just put 50. If you put 50, and when the market goes down, okay, let's say margin call number 4, the margin call will automatically trip. So once the margin call trip, you won't be able to see drawdown anymore, because your fund is only allocated for 4 margin call. So that's the reason why we encourage everyone, okay, to always make sure to follow the requirement as stated in the coin selection matrix. Now, for JD10X, it is 370 per coin. Okay, this is for the maximum drawdown coverage protection of 50 to 60%. Please take note. Now, the slippage tolerance are factored in for both. You might be asking, what is this, right? Now, please understand, some of you may have seen the company's announcement that they want everyone to use 15 as their first order amount, right? Now, the reason why we are not using 15, we are using 10, is because we already factor in the slippage tolerance. Now, what is slippage tolerance? Slippage tolerance means when the bot buys, okay, in the spot wallet, when the trading is taking place in spot wallet in Binance, if it is $10, the bot will never buy $10. The bot will buy at $10.60 or $11. Sometimes certain coin can even go up to $12 or $13. So we have studied all the slippage tolerance percentage, and we have allocated the certain percentage to actually handle the slippage tolerance. Okay, it's already been factored in. So that's the reason why you might be asking, right? 130 margin call, why should I need 155 where I only need probably 130? Because we have factored in the slippage tolerance. Okay, so in this manner, you don't have to go for the 15. Okay, as announced, we can still maintain at 10. Now, also please understand, okay, 10 or 15, it still goes back to the exchanges. So the exchanges minimum order amount, that's most important. The minimum order amount for spot trading in Binance, it is still $10. And the minimum order amount of spot trading in Huobi, it is only $5, not $10. Please take note of that, okay? These are important information that you might want to know. Now, for optimal results, make sure, okay, you have higher number of NOC and long-term sync, okay, are recommended, okay? Because you know, okay, in 1 month, you might not be able to really make a decision, right? You might need to take a few months to actually study the sync strategy. And on top of that, people always ask us, higher number of FOA or higher number of NOC? And we always tell people, higher number of NOC, higher probability of profitability. All right, so the more coins you have, the more profitability of probability of profitability. Okay, so please take note of that. Now, As I mentioned earlier, for Binance and Huobi, we're offering 30 coins, okay, for JDWinner and also 30 coins for JD10X at any given time. Okay, sometimes when the market is already at the all-time high, okay, we might actually reduce the capacity. So if you're going for 30, you might suddenly see why I got only 50. Okay, don't be alarmed, okay, because it's just that probably I have decided to actually bring down the capacity, wait for the market to go down, and then I will initiate another 50% or 30% of the coins later on. Okay, now can you see this is why I can generate more profit? Because of all these strategies that we have when we're doing the same strategy. Okay, so please understand that. So now also, okay, please take note of this. It is recommended that you use BNB or Huobi token as an exchange fee for optimal trading results. Okay, now many of you, right, may not understand this. Okay, please understand, when it comes to the fees, we have 3 types of fees, right? The first fee you have is the strategy fees. All right, so sorry, the fuel fee. The fuel fee is 20%. And then you have the strategy fees for JDWinner, JD10X is 1%. So total is 21%. Now, 21% is deducted from your asset wallet in your bot. So you have to make sure, okay, that you have sufficient fuel fee. So that's why you always see the admin will tell you, make sure you have $20 or more. All right, because we don't want your fuel fee to be depleted, your asset wallet to be depleted. So 21% of your profit will be deducted from the asset wallet. Now, please understand, there is one more fee. What fee is that? Maker and taker fee in spot trading in the exchange, either Binance or Huobi. Okay, so Binance is charging 1% taker, 1% maker. So it is already, sorry, 0.1%, okay, taker, 0.1% maker. So that is 0.2% of the order amount, not the profit. Let me repeat that once again. The exchange, okay, will charge you taker fee and maker fee based on the order amount, not the profit, guys. Please take note. So it's very high. So 0.1 based on the order amount, that is equivalent to 20% of the profit. So how many percent total now? 41% is the fees. All right, so please, okay, please, if you don't know, if you are not clear, get into our Telegram channel and you go to the pin message and you look for the fee composition presentation. Or please get into my YouTube channel, Wealth Makers Alliance, and you will be able to see the fee composition where I explain in detail how the fees are broken into. So now this is important. So if you are using USDT as your fee, USDT, then you're going to see your USDT depleted because the exchange is deducting your USDT. So that's why you say, why is it I put the amount that is enough 155, but the bot stops at margin call 12 because you don't have enough to cover the 13 because Binance has deducted from your USDT. Can you see that? So now, in order to solve this problem, all right, in order to solve this problem, the best to do is to use BNB as a fee. All right, so that is the best. So it will not disrupt your USDT. Now, if you use BNB, you will save another 5%. So instead of paying, okay, a 41%, probably you can save another 5%. All right, so please study this. Okay, you have to understand all these things before you get involved into sync strategy. Okay, this is important. Okay, so that's how it works, guys. So that's the reason why if you don't want your USDT to be depleted, then it is always advisable to use BNB or Huobi token as the fees. Okay, so please take note. I hope I'm really helping you guys, okay, to understand this, because not many people will be able to actually guide you. All right, so this is what we want to do. We want to empower, equip, and educate you, because the more you start to know, the better it is, because then you can go and educate the rest of your team. You can then guide them. Okay, this is very, very important. Okay, I hope you are blessed. Okay, if you are blessed, probably you want to say something there. Okay, put something there in the chat room so that we can really read and find out what is really going on actually. Okay, so please understand. Now, the other thing also, right? Remember, when the bot closes the trade, the bot will not close at the exact amount. The bot will have what we call spillover, or what we call dust. So that's why, right? You see, hey, I have 10 coin, but in the bot I got 10 coin, but why is there 20 coin in my Binance account? The remaining, you got 20 coins because the remaining 10 coins is actually dust. So you have to convert the dust back into BNB. Can you see that? So that's the reason why it's advisable for you to use BNB, because you can convert all those dust into BNB. And once you convert into BNB, you can use that dust actually as a fee. So there is no wastage. All right, there's no wastage at all. Isn't that amazing? Right? So I hope you are blessed. So now this is important. Okay, I need to explain to you how the warehouse, the sub-bin mode works, and the difference between JDWinner and JD10X. Okay, so this is the climate, okay, of JDWinner, JD10X, if you really want to understand the unique proposition. Now, if you look over here, right, we have the whole warehouse mode. Now, the whole warehouse mode is number 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, when we say whole warehouse, we say it's a whole block. It's a one block. So one block for the whole warehouse consists of 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so all the four level considered as one block. Please take note of that. I will explain to you shortly how these things work. Now, when it reaches, okay, when it goes to 5, 6, 7, 8, it is now considered as a sub block, and that's why we call it sub-bin. It's an independent block by itself. All right. So 1 to 4 is one block. It's considered as one block. Whereas 5, 6, 7, all the way down is considered as an independent sub-block by itself. Now, what do I mean? Now, let's say, for example, right, you started to sync strategy and you see the bot is buying. Buying means it's going down. Level 1, level 2, level 3, because the price is going down. So now you will see it's going down, going down, going down, going down all the way. Let's say it goes down to 13th margin call. Now, the moment it reaches the 13th margin call, you remember how much is the total for JDWinner? 155. So normally, right, around 140, 150, or 156, depend on the slippage tolerance, it will then stop. So let's say it stop at 13th margin call. Now, once it stop at 13th margin call, please understand, the price can go even further. So once it goes below than 13, there is no activities. So you won't see any profit anymore. So now you need to wait for the market to rebound and hit back the 13. Now, the moment it hit the 13, it will start to take the profit. But it will not close everything. It only take the profit for bin number 13. And then it goes up to bin number 12. It will then take the profit only for the bin 12. So it goes up all the way, 12, 11, 10, 9, all the way 5. All right. So that is called sub-bin. Now, the moment it hit the 4th, it closes 4, 3, 2, 1, one shot. That is what it meant by warehouse. All right. So I hope you can understand now. So that's the reason why people ask us, why is it hit my 13, but it's not, everything doesn't closes? Because that is a sub-bin mode. It's not a whole warehouse mode. All right. So level 5 to level 13 or whatever it is all considered as a sub-bin real time. Now, what does real time mean? Real time means when the bot hit, let's say 13, it will then take profit in the real time for the 13th bin. So if 13 bin, you only got $10, right? Let's say example, you got 155. All right, but 13 bin is only $10. So it will only close that $10. And then it goes to 12, it goes to 11, all the way up. I hope you understand. So this is how, okay, this is how this hybrid whole warehouse and the sub-bin actually work together. Okay, so I hope this is clear. So if you look into JDWinner, the margin call is 13, the trading fund is 155. This is for low startup, okay, low startup. So those people who don't have a bigger amount, they want to go in with a lower startup, this is the best, okay? JDWinner is the best. That's why we got huge number of users are coming in, because it is the lower startup. Now, the shorter drawdown, okay? So lower startup, also shorter drawdown. Please take note of that. So when you pay something cheaper, all right, you need to accept that the drawdown is shorter. Please take note of that, okay? And so as I mentioned to you, it's 25 to about 30% the margin call. Now, if you look into JD10X, it's different. It is 30 margin call. Trading fund is 370. This is for high startup, all right? High startup. So now, for the higher startup, you have a wider drawdown, which is about 50 to 60%. So that's why I always explain to you, right? If you are a customer, you go to a shoe shop, you want to buy a shoe, and you have a Nike shoe, which is a branded shoe, and you have another shoe that looks like Nike, but it is not Nike. All right, so you then have to decide, okay, based on your capital, if you buy the Nike shoe, it will last you probably the next 2 years. The quality is good, so you pay more money for 2 years. But if you don't have huge capital, then you settle for the one, okay, which is not branded, which can last you for 2 months. So as a user, right, as a customer, you decide based on your capital. Capital is king. So the more capital you have, you can go for a bigger drawdown. The lesser capital you have, you can only, okay, basically go for the shorter drawdown. So please understand that, okay? So we want people to understand this so that people will come in with a clarity so that they won't complain when it hit the 13 margin call, that they don't have to complain and say, oh, now I got no activities there because you paid for that, right? Which is 13 margin call. So please understand, all right? So now the question is, okay, if I choose the 13th margin call and it hit my 13th margin call maximum drawdown, what to do next? Very simple, all right? So you can see in this red box, the recommended action. You have to wait patiently for market to rebound. Can you see that? Next recommendation is that you can sell manually, take the loss at your own discretion if you are not willing to wait. So once you sell manually, what happened? You can then resync to recover the losses and start generating profit. Okay, so you may want to wait, right, for the market to go down, and then you say, okay, all right, I'm willing to take the loss, and then I'm going to resync quickly while the market is at the bottom, and probably I will wait for another 1 month to actually recover my profit, and thereafter I will start to see my real profit. You see that? So that is the choice that you have. And the last thing, another recommendation, you can sync with JDWinner or JD10X with the excess fund, if any. Okay, while you are waiting for the market to rebound. All right, so this is another brilliant strategy. So let's say you got 5 coins, it's already floating, but you have the capital, right? So what you can do, you can actually initiate another 5 coin, which is already at the bottom. So while you're making money from this 5 coin, you then wait for the remaining 5 coin to rebound, and then you start to recover your profit. All right, so the choice is up to you. So please understand, okay, this is very, very important. So you as a customer, as a user, or we call you as a partner, you decide based on your capital, and then based on your capital, you then decide, if I want a bigger drawdown, I need to put in more capital. If I want a shorter drawdown, then I will settle for the shorter drawdown, smaller capital. Okay, so this is your choice. Please understand that. All right, now this is just to show you the coin selection matrix. All this information you will find in the Telegram group. All right, it's all in the pinned messages. So please take note. It is very important that you read all the information, okay, that is provided in the footnote. It is important that you follow according to the trading capital, the first order amount, and also the number of strategies or the number of coins. All right, it is important that you follow accordingly. Okay, please take note. So then we have for JD10X, okay, for JD10X, we also have the coin selection matrix. All right, make sure you read everything, make sure you're happy with it, and then you start to sync. Okay, please take note. Now, if you look into the sync, okay, how to sync, both actually the same step. Okay, everything has the same steps. Okay, the only thing different is number 9. Okay, number 9, where you have the sync opening double off for JDWinner and sync opening double on for JD10X. That's the only difference. Okay, so please take note. Now, let me quickly give you the recommendation. Okay, now this is important. We have to repeat this every week because I want as many people to understand. So when you come into JDWinner, JD10X, do you know that you can actually control your sync strategy? you can control. So before you sync strategy, there are certain things that you can actually handle it by yourself. So you don't have to wait for the sync owner. All right. So this is important. Okay. Because please understand, the moment you sync, you are not in control anymore, because you have to follow the sync strategy. And if you are floating, you have to wait at the mercy of the market. So we don't want that to happen. All right. So if we can give you a recommendation that can improve your profitability, I think that's the best. All right. So we got 3 recommendations here that you can actually immediately adopt. Okay. The first recommendation is the wallet management. All right. So here I put about 50-50. It's up to you the number of coins. I know people who have 30 coins, they do 30, 30, 40. Okay. 10 coin, 10 coin, 10 coin, or something like that. Right. Let me explain to you how these things work. Now, initially, okay, you sync with 50% of the trading fund. Example, okay, if your capital is 1,550, you could actually sync 10 coin. Am I right? That is what you can do. But instead of sync 10 coin, you decided to sync 5 coin first. You see that? I think that's brilliant. This is actually wisdom. All right. So you sync 5 coin first. So now, when the 5 coins hits the max margin call threshold of 13, example for JDWINNER, okay, JD10X is 30, and declines further during the bearish market, users now can sync the remaining 50%, which is 5 coins, right? Can you see that? Now, this is brilliant, right? So while the 5 coins is floating, you are now starting to make money with the new 5 coins, new sets of 5 coins that you have actually synced. All right. Now, please understand, the timing is up to you. Okay. It's up to you when you want to do that, but you wait for the market to go down. All right. So when the market is already down, then you can actually initiate another 5 coins. Now, in this manner, right, while you're waiting for the first 5 coins to rebound, users will be generating profit with the newly synced 5 coins. Okay. Now, there's a disclaimer here. Okay. This does not guarantee that market won't decline further. Okay, so please understand, we have to put in the disclaimer because we are trading in the real market. Okay, please understand. Now, above technique may not be applicable for users with a smaller capital. All right, so if your NOC is like 1, right, you can divide that 1, right? But if you have 5, 6, and so on, I think you can then make certain kind of decision to have a proper wallet management, right? Now, the second recommendation is to exit all the position once market reaches certain all-time high, and then you can resync once again once market actually bottom. Can you see that? So that's the reason why, okay, those few weeks back, okay, I used to do this, but I decided I'm not going to do this anymore, so that now the users can actually do it on their own. All right. So when the market goes up, they can actually decide. Now, some people ask me, can you tell us when to do that? I can't, because every one of you sync at a different time. Every one of you have a different floating percentages. Can you see that? So there is no way for me to tell you, because this is not a Forex copy trade. Forex copy trade is different. If I stop, you stop. But this doesn't happen in that way. I can stop the coin. I can actually take the profit and come out, but you are still actually floating for that coin. Can you see that? And it is unfair if I close that coin and it closes yours, because then you will be in loss, right? Can you see that? It is unfair. That's why the bot algorithm is to wait for your coin to actually hit the profit, and then it will close once I close it. Can you understand me? Okay, this is important. So now, so in the second recommendation, the sync user may exercise to cancel sync and switch all coins to one shot at certain market all-time high, bullish. Let's say, for example, Bitcoin going to hit at about 50,000. All right, so now you know that, hey, this 50,000 is too high already, right? So what you can do, you can cancel sync and you can put all the coin to one shot. Now, the moment you cancel sync and you put to one shot, bot will actually close it. But if you put one shot and you didn't cancel it, it will keep running. Please understand that. That's why most people make the mistake. They put one shot and then they say, why is it that coin doesn't close? It's still, that's why even if you put one shot or cycle and if you don't cancel sync, nothing will happen. All right. If you really want to get out of the market, you have to cancel the sync. The moment you cancel the sync and you put into one shot, the bot will know that you want to exit all the trade. Right? So please understand that. Now, this process could be done repeatedly at users' convenience and market volatility. Now, there are no hard rules, okay? Users may decide all-time high and all-time low, okay, based on their own knowledge and market insight. That's why I can tell you, right? I can't actually advise you because everyone sync at a different timing. Please understand that. Now, the third recommendation is manual profit taking. So can you see, as a trader, right, I'm doing this. That's the reason why my result is much better. That's why you can't compare your result with my results, all right? Because I can do manual profit taking. Probably you are still floating, right? Can you see that? So this is important. But if you can do what I'm doing, will you also not able to see a better result? Absolutely. All right. So these are some secret. Okay. I think these are some insight that is so important that I reveal to you so that you too, okay, can actually take advantage of these strategies or this recommendation. Okay. So when I say manual profit taking, please understand we never sell at loss, and bot will never close your trade at loss. Bot will only close your trade at profit. Please understand that. Now, here, right here, very important. Okay, user may monitor their trades and decide to manually take profit at any time. Recommended return rate. Okay, example above. Can you see that the return rate is blue? When you see blue is above, let's say 0.6, 0.7, 0.8%. Okay, you can actually, okay, let's say for example, it's already at sub-bin number 5 or sub-bin number 10 or sub-bin number 30. When it's already at the sub-bin and you see it's already blue, let's say 0.6, 0.7, you can actually go and manually sell it at profit. Do you know that if you sell it at the 13th call manually, it will close the whole trade one shot? But that doesn't happen if it is still under sin strategy, because under sin strategy, it will only close the 13th bin. It will not close everything. But if you do manually, it will close everything at once. All right. I hope you can catch me there, right? Now, so this idea is applicable when market momentum are slow and moving sideways. Okay. Now, please understand. If you look into JD Winner or JD10X, right, the profit taking is about 1.25%. All right, 1.25 from, I think it's a warehouse 1 to warehouse 4 is 1.25. Warehouse 5 onwards is 1.2, and then I got 1.1. Okay, you will see there's a different profit taking percentages that I've actually designed for JD Winner and JD10X. All right. So now, if let's say for example, right, you are at the 13th margin call and it's only 1.1%. Now, please understand, if the market moving sideways, right, the market moving about 0.8%, 0.9%, 0.5 is not going to hit the 1.1. So now you're going to get frustrated because you see that it's already profiting, but it's not taking the profit. Yes, because it is sideways. So now, can you manually intervene and take profit? Yes, you can do that. All right. But please understand, guys, some of you will say, hey, I am doing sin strategy and I don't want to interfere. I just want to leave it. Now, please understand, okay? We got two company of people here. One company of people are watching their phone every day. They cannot even sleep without looking at their trade. If you are this kind of person, I would encourage you, you should actually consider this recommendation. But we got another person, they just sing and for 1 month they never see their phone. That is fine. Okay, you can just leave it. All right. So please understand, if you are really watching and you are so curious and you are really busy body and want to interfere all the time and your finger is always itchy, then you better take profit manually. All right. So please understand, these are just recommendations. Okay, I'm not saying that you must do it. It's just recommendation to help each and every one of you. So now when trades are closed manually, okay, which is manual sell only at profit, please understand. If you sell at loss, don't come and complain to me and say, oh, Dr. John said you can close it manually. I never say close manually at loss, okay, please understand. Now, bot will automatically replenish or execute the new coin, all right? So you don't have to worry. The moment you actually close it or sell manually, the bot will automatically replenish. Now, in the event you see, hey, the bot didn't replenish, all right, don't worry. Just go cancel the sync, put in the FOA and NOC amount, and then you resync. All those coins will appear once again. Okay, please understand. Now, continuous and consistent exercise of this technique could actually realize improved profitability, especially during the less intensity market momentum. All right. Now, these are some of the techniques that I use because I'm trading. So when I'm actually running this board, I'm watching the board. So when I see blue 0.9, I don't wait until it goes to 1.25, guys. All right. So you can actually go and interfere. That's why I can realize better profit because I am actively trading. All right. Please understand. Now, the whole idea, okay, what is the whole idea? Objective is to keep replenishing fund into spot wallet for fresh trade to take place, instead allowing that fund to be locked in the trade for a long period. Now, can you imagine? Okay, let's take an example here. Okay, you can see the example here. I have a coin here, 1 inch USDT, right? It is already call number 5. Now, at call number 5, I have a total of $81 sitting there. Now, imagine, okay, at 0.6 or 0.7, I'm already at profit, right? Now, although yes, I'm not going to make huge profit if I close it, but at least what happened now when I close it, my $80, which is now locked, will now return back into my spot wallet. So now what happened when it returned back? The bot will open a new coin with $10, right? Now I have saved $70 for the rest of the replenishment. Now, is this brilliant? Now, this is brilliant, guys. That's why I say, if you're actively monitoring every single time, you should actually consider this recommendation. All right. So this is one way. So that's the reason why if you can actually do this often, what happened? Now, all the time you will have new coins. So it is difficult for your coin to actually go down into 13th or 14th margin call because you are keep replenishing it. All right. So these are brilliant strategy that anyone can actually adopt. Okay. So these are three important recommendations that we always highlight to you. Okay. So if you are going to do the same strategy, number one, you can have your own wallet management. So you control when you want to sync the number of coins. Okay. Please take note. Number two, all right, you can actually close your trade. Okay. You can close at all-time high. All right. You can cancel your sync. Remember, canceling the sync is under your control. Wallet management is under your control. And finally, can you do a manual profit taking? Yes, it is also under your control. Can you see that? So all these three can be done by the user. So you don't have to wait for me. You don't have to wait for the sync owner. You can be in total control and you can actually decide to earn as much you want from the sync strategy. Okay. Now I hope you are blessed. Okay. These are insights that are so important that I want to make sure every one of you understand. All right. And that's the reason why you can see this information are actually put in the pin message in the Telegram group. Make sure you go into the Telegram group, watch the video so that you will understand how to actually get all these things done. Okay. So I hope you are blessed. Now, finally, okay, let me just end with these updates. Okay, please take note. Those of you who are interested with JD10X gamified leverage trading. All right, so you know we already conducted the first batch in January, second batch in February, and we have a fantastic team. We have an exclusive Telegram group where all the mentorship and communication is going on, and you're going to be with me there until December. Please take note, okay, until December. All right, so please, there's only 15 days left. All right, the closing date is on 16th of March 2022. So if you are interested, okay, please send an email to jdcryptoleverage@gmail.com for more insights. Okay, and also please, you can also participate in the Telegram group. Okay, I think we have the results and the testimonial Telegram group. You can even join the group and look into the testimonies of the results and so on. Okay. Now tonight, this moment, okay, I also would like to highlight, you know, one of the testimony that was shared by our second batch. Okay, so every week I'm trying to actually share I'm trying to actually highlight a few of the testimonies. Okay, these are brilliant testimony by our batch 2. All right, I would like to say thank you to Ilamaran Rajaram, okay, from Chennai, India. Now he says that consider myself blessed to sit through 5 hours of your intense coaching, which simply simplified the art of leverage trading and enabled my enrollment as one among your elite scalping army as a tactical warrior to tame the crypto market. Thank you. The presentation was not only powerful, but was packed with intense information and procedures which could, if put into proper practice, turn into life-turning potential business opportunity. Now, the content and the clarity of presentation speaks volume about the efforts that would have gone into making them, and the knowledge of Dr. JD highly appreciated. And it would be unfair if the selfless efforts of knowledge sharing, guiding, and correcting exercises of trading practices and procedures carried out by Dr. JD in the exclusive private Telegram group goes without a mention here. Kudos, all right? This is the result. Okay, he has done about 9. Okay, this is a 9 trades, and nine trades is a winning trade. Can you just imagine that? So people who are actually learning how to do leverage trading, especially using JD10X strategy. I've built the strategy for many years, and we have certain rules that you have to follow. All right, so if you are interested, you want to find out, okay, what is the price and so on, please, okay, send an email to jdcryptoleverage@gmail.com. Our chief program coordinator, Mr. Andy, will reach out to you. All right, so you will get all the information. So we have 15 days to go. All right, 15 days to go. Make sure to take advantage of that. So once we close, and also, right, there is a 10% discount here. So please take advantage of that 10% discount. Now, last but not least, okay, please take note, there is a YouTube channel. I have this YouTube channel where you can get wealth of resources, okay, and information, Wealth Makers Alliance. All right, so if you have time, please get into this YouTube channel and get all the resources that is required, you know, into the crypto market, into Royal Quantitative, even, okay, some of those trading, you can see some of those trading. This is a last month where I made about $31,000 in the month of January. So I hope I can release the result for the month of February very, very soon. All right, so you can actually take a look at a lot of those videos and understand really what is going on. And also, I would like to say thank you guys for continuously supporting me, encouraging me, you know, these compliments that you are giving, and even just by clicking the subscribe button there and clicking the like button of my videos is just awesome. Now, some of you may say, why the comments are turned off? Because of the imposters who are imposting as me, and they are putting in messages in order to drive people to their side. So I have actually turned off the comments. This is just to protect the team, okay? And also, please take note, our Telegram group, although you see as a huge number of people there, there are many scammers there, not only in our Telegram, in many Sync Strategy circle, there are these imposters who are imposting as John David, JD Winner, JD10X, Everest, Chris. Please be very careful. Please understand, myself and the admin will never reach out to you directly. I and the admin will never even respond to your any direct messages. Why? Because we want to protect you. So if anyone coming to you directly, beware. All right, these are scammers, and they will ask you for login details. They will talk to you nicely and give you a lot of hopes, and they will tell you you can make so much of money. Bullshit. Okay, bullshit. The moment you give them the access, the moment you give them your private key to your wallet, the moment you give the login detail, the moment you give all your credentials, that is it. Sayonara to you. All right, please, guys, I don't want any one of you to fall to this trap. Please, okay, protect yourself. We only communicate in the Telegram group, nowhere else. All right, nowhere else. Okay, please understand. And for JD10X, we only communicate through the email. So do not respond to any other emails. Only jdcryptoleverage@gmail.com. Please understand that. All right. So with that, I would like to say thank you so much for listening to this Wonderful presentation, comprehensive insight that is so important to make sure every one of you understand, because different people, okay, are at different level. I need to bring about equalization. Okay, so everyone is equalized. Everyone have the same information. Okay, so I hope you are truly blessed. I am really, really blessed. I feel like so blessed, you know, so fulfilled to be able to share with you all this insight. Okay, so I would like to say thank you so much, and also I would like to appreciate the admins. You know, thank you so much, Aberrace, Chris, and also Andy. And I will also like to say thank you guys for putting us on the top 10 of the leaderboard. JD winner for the month of February is number 8, and JD10X is number 9. We are slowly going up. Okay, we are not rushing, but we are slowly going up. That leaderboard is important because that shows how many people that are actually been blessed, how many people are truly making money. All right, truly making money by sync with JD winner and JD10X. I foresee JD10X will actually override JD winner very, very soon. Because of the profitability that the team is actually making. Although we have the smaller circle number, but the profit that is being generated is much greater compared to JD winner. Okay, so I would like to really, really salute each and every one of you. I truly appreciate this partnership. You know, I can't say much. You know, I can only say thank God. You know, I'm so grateful to God for having each and every one of you a part of JD winner and JD10X, and now we have another extended with JD100X, where you can now tap on my skill, my knowledge, all the resources I have, because I want to transfer the legacy of how to do leverage trading so you too can be blessed, right? So with that, I would like to say thank you so much. Let me quickly open up this session. If any one of you requires any clarification, any further question that you have, or you have a compliment that you want to, you know, express how blessed you are, please, okay, raise your hand, and we will allow you, you know, we will allow you to ask us anything. All right, if there's nothing, then we can end today. But if there's anything, any one of you, please, okay, feel free. Okay, you can raise your hand. I think there is a virtual button there where you can actually click and you can ask me anything. All right. Wow, that is awesome to see all those chats coming in, guys. Thank you so much. Wonderful, wonderful chats that are coming in. Wow, that is awesome. Yes, Tiru, are you there? Tiru, please unmute yourself.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Please.
Yeah, actually, I activated JD winner in Hubi, BETH coin. So here in strategy mode, I could see sub-bin mode real-time settlement, but it is not happening. So actually, it bought for 11 iterations, but no sell. And also, even though the coin rate is the dollar amount is getting increased, sell is not happening.
Yeah, that's right. Sure remember, okay, this is what we call replenishment. So the bot will continue to buy because the market is going down. So when the market rebound, then only the coin, then only the profit will be triggered. So you have to wait.
Yep. No, I got your point. So it's a sub-bin real-time settlement, right? If, for example, first 4 calls completed, okay, 5th call it is taking. So for 5th call, if it reaches more than 1% or something, whatever you said, then sell should happen, right? It is not selling.
No, it will sell because 1% have not included the fees yet. So the board will include the profit percentage plus the fees and then only. So please go and check the trigger percentage. You will be able to see if you click the coin, you will be able to see the trigger percentage. What is the profit trigger? So go and check the profit trigger. And if the profit trigger, and if the bot actually hit the profit trigger and the profit it didn't take, that has to do with the bot. You have to send a support ticket to Royal Quantitative to report that matter. Okay. It seems somewhat different. Yeah. Okay. So if you have any abnormality with the bot, you have to communicate with Royal Q, because I am not the owner of Royal Q. I'm only a scene strategy provider.
Okay. Yeah. Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you,
Thanks a
Thiru.
lot.
Bless you. Okay, awesome. Oh, that's great. Thank you guys for all those, appreciation, compliments, and I hope you were really blessed today. This is just awesome, right? All right. Any one of you would like to add anything else, or would like to ask me anything, or you would like to add on other compliments and so on, please do so. Anyone else? Okay, all right. TJ, are you there? TJ, you may unmute yourself.
Yeah, doctor. Good morning here.
Hi, good to have you.
Sure it's yeah, thank you very much for everything you've done. We really, really, me and my brother, we really, really appreciate everything because I won't lie to you. I joined. I was at your batch 2 of your manual trading when we did the training then last year, and I can tell you that since that time, it's not all about the trading to himself, but it actually changed my life. It changed the way I think because I'm this kind of person that I make money, but I like buying a lot of things that are not important to me. But right now, I am so focused on just making sure 1 is equal to the next time is going to be 2, is going to be 3, is going to be 4. I'm just compounding. I've made compounding into my family life, into my own personal life, into everything I do. I just want 1 to be 2. Not like you just go out, you go to a dealer, you just buy a car you don't need. You use it for 3 months, bank keep disturbing you, you pay off that one, you use it for 3 months, you're already tired of that car, you return it, you take another car. So I don't have anything to say. I just want to thank you because this has actually changed my life. Everybody has noticed about it, and I can say to you that it has really, really helped me. I don't have anything because I'm gonna send an email to Mr. Andy today. I know the way you think because I might not be asking questions, but I've watched so many of your videos, and anytime anything is coming out, I get notification, and if I'm not at work, I actually listen to it. And I can really tell you that even the insights you give on the YouTube, if people can put at they can watch it and subscribe, you can actually make a lot of money even with the insights you give. Apart from I won't lie to you, just 2 days like this, some of us have make a lot of money. So I just want to thank you for everything you are doing. And I know the kind of person you are. You just want to give it out to everybody, just take it. Some people will just hide it. I said, let me just make the millions alone. But you're not like that. And I really, really appreciate you for that. That's all I have to say.
Amen.
Yeah,
amen.
thank you. Thanks a lot, brother.
Yeah, thank you, TJ. Truly appreciate that compliment, that honest input that is coming out from you, right? I think many of you know this is what we do. Freely receive, freely give, all right? Because you must understand that when God gives you something, it's not for yourself, all right? When God gives you something, you develop yourself, make yourself so capable so that one day you can actually release and bless others. Okay, please understand that. That's what we are doing. And people also ask us sometimes, why is it that the fees are so low? Okay, you should be charging more, especially our leverage trading. Definitely you can't get that fees anywhere, guys. I've been in the Forex market for the past 8 years. I know what is the price all about. Come on. Most of those prices is just to make the Forex trader to become millionaires, not the trainers. All right, not the trainees. Okay, so the trainees becomes poor. Even after you learn everything, let me tell you something, you will still be at loss. All right, 95% will be at loss. Okay, and we don't want to do that. Okay, we want to be able to give it to you. That's the reason why our fees are only one off. That's all. We don't have module 1, module 2, module 2, and then you have to keep attached to me forever. No, I got no time for anyone to attach to me. All right, that's why we give one fees That is it. You learn everything you can. 5 hours, you finish the first workshop, you can trade the next hours. Can you just imagine that? Wow, this is just awesome. Okay, this is just awesome. I think we have a few questions here. Someone is asking, once you sing, can we choose our coin? Now, please understand, once you sing, all right, the bot will randomly choose the coin. Okay, but if you say that when I sing, can I also trade on my own? Yes, you can. All right. Please understand, the bot is hybrid. You can sing, and while you sing, you can trade on your own. But please understand, when you trade on your own, don't disrupt the trading capital that you have allocated for the sync strategy. All right, don't disrupt. So if you got 2 coins, is let's say 371 coin. So 2 coins, make sure you got double the amount, and then you choose another coin manually. That is your own trading fund. All right, don't disrupt. Okay, if the funds start to disrupt, then your profitability of the sync strategy will be affected. So please take note of that. Okay, please understand. Now I have another question. Thank you, Hassan. Truly appreciate that. That's the reason why I always tell people, normally when you join, you have a lot of questions. But the moment you start to listen, okay, to the presentation, you will not have, because those questions already been answered. Jagdeep is asking, you talk about BTC and altcoin ratio 1:3 in last session. What's the ratio of its opposite? I don't have the ratio because every altcoin is different, okay, compared to Bitcoin. But normally, right, we always look at the correlation between Bitcoin and altcoins. Most altcoins doesn't really affect Bitcoin. Okay, most Bitcoin normally affect a lot of the altcoins. Now, the reason is very simple. All right, do you want to know the reason? The reason is very simple. Most of the exchanges, BTC, a lot of these altcoins are paired with BTC. So that's the reason why the more these altcoins are paired with BTC, anything happens to BTC will also affect this altcoin. All right. So please understand, a lot of altcoins are paired to BTC, and a lot of altcoins are paired to USDT. All right. So you have to understand, this is how it is correlated. So that's why if you look to more and more exchanges, if you go to CoinMarketCap and you check all the exchanges, all right, that altcoin is actually paired with BTC. All right. So that's why it is actually affected. Okay. So this is something very important. Oh, all right. So actually, right, when you talk about down, right, it can go probably about 3 or 4 times ratio. Let's say if Bitcoin is 10% down, altcoin can be about 30 to 40% down. But when Bitcoin goes up 10%, right, it doesn't mean that altcoin will be 3 or 4. I think altcoin will be much slower. Okay, might be it will take much longer time to actually even. Probably the ratio can be double than when it goes down, because when it goes down it's easy, but when it goes up it is not really. Because remember, when it goes up, Bitcoin may go up because of the demand for Bitcoin, but not necessarily the altcoin. Some altcoin can even remain there for quite some time until the demand start to catch up. Can you see that? So this is I think one of the biggest problem with the sync strategy, especially Royal Quantitative, because we got too many coins. That's the reason why, as a sync strategy owner, we only select 30 coins out of 70 coins in Binance and 65 coins in Huobi. We try to select as best we could, right? As best we could. But it's not easy, guys, because each of these coins, the properties just keep changing all the time. All right, it's not easy. Within the 24 hours itself, the coin can actually fluctuate. All right, so that is the most important thing you need to understand, because this is how the market actually works. Because it is not about the market; it's about the supply and demand. It is about the users who are holding it or selling those coins. Can you see that? So that is it. So if you look into Ethereum, Ethereum may actually go up much faster compared to any other coin, because Ethereum has a close relation with Bitcoin, but Ethereum also have bigger user base. All right, so that's the reason why. And then if you look, for example, like Polygon Matic, or you go look into Solano, right, this kind of coin can actually move very fast because of the user base. But when the coin has lesser user base, the coin has what to say, poor tokenomics. Okay, tokenomics. Okay, please understand the word token economics. When there's a poor tokenomics, these coins can suffer. All right, these coins can suffer. Okay, so please understand. So if you have a coin that you are suffering with, I would advise you, right, just sell it and start all over again. You can't do anything much. All right, because some of those coins will never recover. All right, and I call this coin as a shit coins. All right, those are shit coins. Okay, these are terms we use in the space. Okay, so coins that has no value, coins that has no tokenomics are referred as a shit coins. Okay, so I hope you are learning a new words today. Okay, so this is how we classify those coins. Okay, so please understand. So we can't run away from these things. Okay, example, right? Let me give you an example. SLP. SLP initially I consider that as a shit coin too. All right, but do you know that recently SLP has just changed? Okay, they have done some changes to the SLP. But although SLP price will not go up as it was before, but SLP is already gaining momentum. Okay, now there is a burning mechanism for SLP and so on. So the situation or the property of the tokenomics has changed. Previously, SLP was actually manipulated by the managers. Okay, there are managers, right, that are managing the XC Infinity and also the SLP, because SLP were used as a token. But now the manager, I think they have already done some changes, and now you see SLP start to move already, but it may not recover back to the original price. You see that? So please understand that. Okay, it's very difficult to explain to people. Okay, then you got the shitcoin, for example, shitcoin, right? Shitcoin got a huge user base. Okay, but the shitcoin tokenomics itself, okay, is another question. All right, so please understand user base and so on. But you look into Bitcoin, it's completely different, because Bitcoin, there's only 21,000 Bitcoin, 21 million Bitcoin, 21,000 Bitcoin can ever exist. Okay, so that's a reason why it is completely different if you compare with any other coins. And Bitcoin is completely decentralized compared to many of these coins are centralized. All right, so you have to be very careful. I hope that one day I will have a time that I can do a presentation for you and teach you about all this halving, about the centralized coin, decentralized coin, and all the different types of coins that we have, which is just bringing about more confusion into the whole crypto space. Okay, so I hope you understand that. Okay, guys, I truly appreciate each and every one of you for coming on board. Thank you so much, for all those compliments. Thank you so much for listening throughout the presentation. Please understand, okay, that I will edit this video, and soon I will put up this video in the group. And make sure if you have your team, send this video link, okay, to them, ask them to listen. Get back to my YouTube channel, okay. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to tap the bell, okay, so that you will get all the notification whenever I post a new video, right? So please take note of that. So with that, I would like to say thank you so much. All right, thank you so much. Let me just unmute everyone. If you want to say goodbye, you can say goodbye. Thank you so much to each and every one of you. We will catch up again next week. Take care, guys.
Goodbye.
All right, good night. Good night. God bless you all. Take care.
Good night. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
God bless.
All right. God bless you all. Take care.
Bye, JD.
Good night. God bless you all, guys. Take care. Stay blessed.